Good morning to the Find Your Fire tribe. Today we have a wonderful Monday morning after the very big rain situation. So there's a beautiful lighting on the hill today. And the birds are really active, perhaps because of all the freshness in the air and the water and the excitement of the storm last night that went through. The birds are really excited and lively. So you're going to hear a lot of bird song and bird noise throughout our meditation Monday today. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to those of you joining us in Zoom. Hi, Karen. Hi, Petal. Hi, Terri.
Hi. Good morning. Good morning.
And
good morning, everyone.
Who are catching us live on Facebook. And of course, as usual, if you are watching live, do type hashtag live. If you're catching the replay, put hashtag replay. Let us know you were here and put your comments or your questions about the processes that we will be doing today. For the people who may be seeing this for the first time, I am Wendy, founder of Healing Spaces Caribbean, infamous tribe mom of the Find Your Fire tribe. And with me today for our Monday meditation, I have Terri Osborne, Petal Joseph, who will be assisting by sharing pranayama of their dreams, their favorite breathing techniques with us. So welcome to all. I'm so glad you could be with us.
Namaste, everyone. Namaste.
What is the one thing that we can't live without in terms of
breath?
Our breath. If we were deprived of food, we could last for many days.
Many days.
Without water, we wouldn't last quite as long. But we could last for
few days.
A few days would be very uncomfortable, but we could. But how long can you last without breathing?
I can't even hold my breath for very long.
For me, it's like a minute, and then I start getting dizzy and wanting to pass out. I know I wouldn't die then, but it's really a very short time that I can't do without my breath. And I will bet that it's the same for all of you, each of you. And yet, we think so much about what we're going to eat. We think also about what we're going to drink. But do we think about our breath? Do we breathe consciously, or do we just take it for granted? That one thing that we can't do without for more than a minute or two at a time. We are breathing every instant of our lives, and yet we think about it very seldom. Some people think about it not at all. And the thing is that with breathing, proper breathing, we are actually bringing in the life force, the vital life force. That's what the word pranayama is about. It's focusing on bringing in that vital life energy that powers us, that keeps us alive, for the purpose of changing the state of our body, mind, and spirit. By proper breathing, we can create a state of well-being and health at a physical level in our bodies. We can definitely change the situation in that crazy monkey brain of ours, our mind. We can use the breath to change our state of mind. And we can also use the breath to reconnect us with our spirits. It is such an important practice, and yet it's one that we don't do, which is why we have Just Breathe this morning, introducing you, reminding you about the power of pranayama. So I would like you to share with me this session in the hope that you can then take some awareness of your breath forward into your day and into your week. I know you're busy and you're not going to be consciously breathing every instant of the day. There's your work, there's the kids, there's all the things that pop up. But if you start the day with this, and then perhaps maybe once or twice during the day, you take a few moments to do some conscious breathing for yourself, everything in your busy life will benefit. Everything. So I would like you now to sit quietly. Let's get centered and get prepared to do some pranayama. Sit quietly, comfortably, feet on the floor if you can. Bare feet is always better. You can then feel a connection with the earth. Let your back be relaxed but erect, or be straight in your chair so the vertebrae stop nicely on top of each other. And then roll your shoulders up towards your ears and back and let them fall. That releases tension in your neck and shoulders. I bet you felt it. So do it again because that felt so nice. Roll your shoulders up towards your neck and back, and let them fall. How about one more time? Up towards your neck and back, and let them fall. Great. You're feeling better already. And close your eyes and breathe. Just breathe normally as you would. And I'd like you to put your left hand on your abdomen by your navel, and your right hand on your chest. And continue to breathe as you normally would. And just notice which hand moves first. Your left hand on your abdomen or your right hand on your chest. Keep breathing. Your left hand or your right hand, which one moves first? Which one moves further? If it's your right hand, then you're breathing using your chest. You're doing what we call thoracic breathing. That's middle breathing. If it's your left hand, then you're engaging your abdomen, your diaphragm, and therefore your abdomen in your active breathing. And that's low or diaphragmatic breathing. The ideal breathing, the most effective breathing for well-being is making your left hand move first, diaphragmatic breathing through your abdomen. In that case, your abdomen will move first, gently and surely as you breathe in, and it will move in as you breathe out. That will be where the most significant movement is. Yes, your chest will move, but it's following your abdomen. So breathe in using your abdomen. Feel it expand, feel that hand move. And breathe out, let it release, let the muscles of your abdomen pull in again. And breathe in with your abdomen and breathe out. That is the proper way of breathing. Breathe in through your nose. And for the purpose of this exercise, breathe out through your nose. And throughout all the practices that we shall have today, unless the guide of that practice tells you different, we return to this abdominal breathing. So now I'd like to pass over the stage to Petal, who is going to introduce you to one of her favorites. Petal, thank you.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you so much for that grounding breath. It is perfect. It's a perfect segue to lead us into one of my newly discovered and fast favorites. Newly discovered breathing technique, but it's becoming a fast favorite. It's called the Ujjayi or Ocean's Breath, also known as Victoria's Breath. And just the name caught me. The name of it alone caught me. And I said, I have to learn what this breath is. And as I read and practiced, I realized it was actually a way that I started to breathe instinctively. Usually if I'm stressed or if I am trying not to become annoyed, it is actually the way that I breathe. So as I started to practice it, I said, oh, I know this feeling, I know this sound, I know this movement. It felt so familiar. And as I read on and learned how it was used, I was like, oh, okay, instinct was at work here and the universe was guiding me.
You were saying, that's my breath, yeah?
I was like, that is my breath. So here is the Ujjayi breath or the ocean's breath. It's a simple calming technique for both mind and body, in which you use the muscles at the back of the throat, that's the glottis there, you use that to control or restrict the breath. And so actually as you exhale, it sounds like you're making ocean wave sounds. So that's why it's called ocean's breath. It's lovely that Wendy started us off with that grounding breathing technique, because one of the main elements about this technique is that you have an equal inhalation and exhalation goal. So that grounding breathing that Wendy took us through really should have us all now in tune with what our breath cycle is like, because we want the inhalation and the exhalation to match in terms of length, right? So it's really practicing that long, full, deep belly breath, as Wendy was describing, in a controlled way, right? So It's really simple, guys. We could think about having a mirror in front of our face that we're trying to fog up. And that is the motion we're going to use, both inhaling and exhaling. So if you think of a mirror at the back of your throat and a mirror at the front, and you're trying to get it foggy, that is the movement, the sensation that we want to use, right? So you're taking in as deep a breath as you can. If you need to place your hand on your belly button so that you feel the movement and it helps you focus. That's one of the things about this breath. It's really for focusing and calming. It helps you to lengthen that breath cycle, so it reduces that that might be going on when you're anxious or excited or annoyed, right? So we take in a deep breath, we notice, we feel, and we notice get all the way into the belly. And we want, when we exhale, to kind of pull in that navel towards the spine so that we get a complete exhalation of the lungs, yeah? And what you're going to do in the throat, particularly on that exhale, is just kind of tighten those throat muscles there. So you get that sound like the ocean waves. You'll get it on the inside, yeah? So let's just try a few. We're going to breathe in naturally for 2 breaths, and then I will say ocean breath, and we will breathe in and exhale with the belly, the navel going into the spine and making that constricted sound in the throat, yeah? So just 2 deep breaths in, and then we can start. Inhale 1. And again, inhale. And feel that navel going back towards the spine. Now the breath, inhale and exhale, is through the nostrils, yes? But if you want to, you can start with the exhale through the mouth so you get the feeling and you hear the sound that you're making, right? So we go inhale. And we're gonna push through the throat. Again, inhale. And push. Think of fogging that mirror. And exhale. 2 more. Let's do 1 more, guys. It's feeling good. And return to your regular breathing. How was that? It doesn't get you too excited, but I do get that tingly feeling of calmness.
And
Yeah.
The more I do.
you
Yeah.
know, I found it easier to make that feeling of constriction and sound by breathing through my nose in and out, not through my mouth.
Yes.
It
Yes.
actually is better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. The mouthing is really just for people to understand
Yes.
what the muscles are supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that's the start. But during the process, it was,
Yes.
and mine is a pretty gruff ocean, I must tell you. It doesn't sound like music, it sounds like gruff. Oh, thank you. And we have 3 people with us live on Facebook. I'm checking to see if anybody has any questions on that, but I'm not seeing any questions. So we just welcome them and we'll move on to Terri.
And good morning, Karen. Karen said good morning to us in the chat. Good morning, Karen. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, Karen. Good morning. Lovely to have you. Yes, thank you, Wendy. And thank you, Petal, for that lovely ocean breath, Ujjayi breath. That's one of my favorites as well. And
Oh, I forgot to mention, Terry, before you go on, it's a
sure.
really good breath for bringing us present into the moment. It's a really good breath for us to just get back into our bodies and be present. So
Which,
that's one of the other good uses for it.
which means to me that when we are going to take that moment in the middle of our day to do our pranayama, the ujjayi breath would probably be the best one to start with.
Right.
Yes.
Correct. And that's actually what I was about to say, Wendy, that it was perfect to for Petal to have started us off with that breath, because the breath that I'm going to introduce you to is one that I recently learned. And it's referred to as yogic coffee because it's an invigorating, energizing breath. And it's called the Bellows Breath or Bastrika. So I just, as I said, recently learned it, and it's one of my favorites now. So what it is, it's a very active inhalation and active exhalation. So that's why it's invigorating, because you're going to be, when you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose, you're going to be very doing a very forceful breath. So that hence the name bellows breath, like, because it's going to feel like if you're using a bellows to fan a fire. So I'm going to demonstrate to you what it's like. And generally, you tend to do rounds of 3, and each round should consist of between 15 to 20 breaths. So we're going to do 15 breaths this morning to start us off, because when you say it now, and in between each round, you rest for a breath or 2, just a normal, regular breath or 2. So I'm going to demonstrate now. So of course you would be seated comfortably. If you're in a chair, you'd be a little forward so that you ensure that your spine is erect and your vertebrae are stacked one on top of the other nicely. You're going to make sure your chin is parallel to the floor, shoulders are relaxed, and slide your shoulder blades down your back. And what I'm going to demonstrate now, you're going to bring the arms up and make just very loose fists here at the sides of your shoulders. And you're going to do a forceful inhalation through the nose. And while you're doing that, you're going to bring the arms up into the air and open the hands. So it's going to look like this. Well, just a minute, you can't see, right? So my hands are open up there, right? And you're going to hear the inhalation. So I'm going to do that again. And your hands are open. So to exhale now, on the way back down, you're going to pull the hands down and bring the elbows. You kind of gently want to strike your sides when you're bringing them down with the exhalation, and the exhalation is also forceful. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So from here, you're going to go. So you're up here, hands are open, and you're bringing them down with the loose fist. And that's basically, so you inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Go through the nose.
And
right?
Terry, the hands come down to shoulder height again.
Shoulder height again.
Okay.
Right, started, loose fist. So not a tight fist.
Yes.
So this is not a very quick breath. So let's do 1 round of 15. So in position and inhale up. Okay, and relax. So you can bring your hands back down to your thighs. I don't know about you guys, but I am sweating. My heart is pumping. I'm feeling that energy going.
Yeah, my armpits got wet.
This is cardiovascular training, Terri.
That they call it yogurt coffee. And
Cardiovascular.
every day you're feeling a little, tired. You don't know how you're gonna make it to the end of like your work day or whatever. Try a little Bastrika Bellows Breath. So let's do another round.
So before we do any more, just so you know, we have some people sending hearts for your Bellows Breath, hearts and kisses.
Okay. Thank you. So, all right. Okay, so let's go again, people. Bring your hands into position with your loose fists, and we're gonna inhale forcefully up and exhale forcefully. So, ready? Inhale. All right, there we go. Let's rest. Whew, okay.
Tired.
Yeah. So just rest with bring your hands to your thighs or your knees, whichever way is comfortable, and just take a few normal breaths. Well, as normal, my breathing is very rapid right now, but it's just to rest, and then we're going to do one more round. And I just want to remind you, when you're bringing the arms down, you want to gently strike your sides. So you're bringing them forcefully in to gently strike your sides.
Like you're on that gym machine, that one they pull down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's called laterals or something like that.
Something like that. I'm not a gym bunny. I'm
not a gym person either. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's do one more round of Bastrika or Bellows Breath. So get into your position. Inhale up. And relax. Whew. Okay. Yes, I feel very wide awake. Nescafe and Maxwell House have nothing on this yogurt coffee, guys. I am very invigorated and slightly sweaty, I might add.
Have you noticed the shine on my chest? So,
yes. So,
and the tingle in every cell. Definitely feel tingling.
Exactly. So
and we're only breathing, guys. We're only breathing.
But we calmed our central nervous system and our mind with the Ujjayi breath, and then we energizing our body, mind, and spirit with the Bellows breath. And we are going to add it even further with a little tidbit, and I'm going to throw in now. We are going to be a few minutes extra today, guys, but I really would like you to have this one. So it's called, thank you, Terri, the breath of fire. And it is similar to the Bellows breath in that it is a very invigorating practice. So if you're powered up with Terri's breathing technique, you're going to be even more so ready to run out the door and conquer the world when you do the breath of fire. There are many other benefits to the breath of fire. It is energizing. It also supports your respiratory function, very important these days, enhances concentration, great if you're a busy life, and increases mindfulness, improves your digestion, and strengthens your abdominal muscles, as you will surely see. So you can now sit in the same comfortable position that you used for the other breaths, but you don't need to put your hands, you're not bellowing your arms anymore. You can rest with your hands on your knees gently, palms up or palms down. But what I like, and I would advise us all to do, is put your hands one over the other on your navel. That's my favorite position for this particular breath. And close your eyes and just listen to my voice. There's nothing to see, only to feel. You're going to inhale through your nose, feeling your belly expand. Remember that low abdominal breathing. And without pausing after you inhale, you exhale forcefully through your nose while contracting your abdominal muscles. Keep your inhales and exhales equal in length, but your emphasis is on the exhale. So you're doing both very strongly, but the exhale, you're really exhaling with force and feel the abdominal muscles contract around the navel. And you repeat until you get it. We're going to start relatively slowly, and then we're going to increase the speed a bit, and you'll see where the breath of fire really gets hot. So let's try it for a few times. We're going to do it just 5 times. So inhale strongly, and then exhale forcefully. You should hear it. Do you guys hear me? Let's hear you, see you, feel you do your breath of fire. Focus on the out breath being very strong as you exhale, but inhale strongly as well. Let your abdomen do all the work. Pause. Anybody have any questions, or can we accelerate the breath of fire? I see no questions in the chat. So let's breathe, do the breath of fire more forcefully 15 times. Ready? Go. Feel your hands going in and out forcefully with the movement of your abdomen. Keep breathing. Your abdomen is the powerhouse. It is the bellows of that breath. It is the strength, the power. Two more. How does that feel? How does that feel? Are you feeling a little dizzy? Yes, it's a very, you really feel the energy passing through your entire body, every cell when you do that breath. The breath of fire is truly a power breath. It's a great way, once we stabilize, to get out and get going and start your fulfilling, amazing, wonderful day. But we need to stabilize, so let's stabilize together. So relax again, close your eyes, just relax. Let the breath of fire circulate through your body. Feel the tingling in your fingers, in your toes, throughout your body. Feel the prana that is moving through your body as from all the practices we've done, but the energized prana of the bellows breath and the breath of fire. Feel them. Just feel them. And allow yourself to believe and to know that that energy that you have circulating through you is the energy of the life force, the energy that fills you, the breath of life, the divine energy, the power of the universe. This is the true energy that moves you as you go forward into your day. This is who you are. Now, hear my voice. I am light and I am love. I receive light and I receive love. I contain this light and I contain this love. I give this light and I give this love. Om So Hum. Say it with me. Om So Hum. One more time. Om So Hum. That means I am the light of the universe. May you go forth and have a wonderful day, each and every one of you, with our blessings. Namaste. Thank you all for being here with us. Thank you, Karen, for always being here with us. Thank you, Terri and Petal, for being wonderful as always. And thank you for those of you who watched us live on Facebook. We love you. Blessings.